So since most of you enjoyed my last video and seemed to want me to make a sort of playlist or new series on this type of stuff, I thought I'd go ahead and continue this story. So as I went looking for comments on new videos, I found myself in the same situation as last time. Someone recently asked for an hour of mining pure essence just for the meme, and to my surprise, the same person asked this same question over a year ago. Sound familiar? And of course, they weren't the only one to want to see this video done. And according to a fellow miner, a very fitting name, it'll be fun, so yeah, I guess let's try it out. He did have a rule, however, and that was that I couldn't use a dragon pick. So, since this is an honest job, I'm going to stick with a rune pick, and I'm also going to do this on free-to-play worlds, which means we're going to be mining rune essence and not pure essence. Because let's be honest, someone who's working an honest job like this probably can't afford a bond. It's kind of expensive, and this isn't the best money, but once again, it is an honest job. So without further ado, I bring you 1 hour of mining rune essence. I hope you enjoy. So, our adventure begins with us having to find a rune pickaxe, or in this case, buying a rune pickaxe, because unfortunately, we can't smith rune pickaxes. We can smith regular axes, but not pickaxes. Weird, I know, but I don't make the rules, so let's go ahead and go buy one. Now, instead of buying from the GE directly, I wanted to see if I could get it for a cheaper price at some of the mining shops around Gielinor. I need some new clothes? No, you need some new prices. As you can see, I didn't have any luck at our first stop, but I wasn't about to give up there. I tried my luck on Zaya in this scary place that reminds me of the wilderness, and still had no luck. My next two options were pretty much the same. Cheaper, but not quite. Now, I had one last idea left, and I was pretty sure that it was going to work, because this last area is restricted for only the best of miners. So if anyone was going to give me a discount, it was going to be given in the mining guild. And I couldn't have been more wrong. 32,000 was the price. Now, I did what any sane person would do after that, and quickly got my mining cape and dropped it on the floor where it belongs. Because what's the point of having a mining cape if I can't even get a discount on my rune pickaxe? So I had no other option but to buy it from the GE, except I didn't quite have enough money to buy it. So we had to go back to the cows and work an extra shift. Luckily though, it didn't take that long before we had enough money to buy ourselves the rune pickaxe. And now that we had it, there was only one thing left to do. So before embarking on this adventure, I had to go talk to someone that I hadn't seen in quite a long time. I had to make sure that he still had the magic touch. And the person that I'm referring to is Aubrey, owner of Aubrey's Rune Shop. Now, not only does Aubrey sell runes, but he also has the ability to teleport us to where we need to go, because apparently we can't do that, even with 99 magic. So, I had to have a talk with the man himself. The conversation went a little like this. So, Aubrey, do you think you can still teleport me to the rune essence mine? Yeah, I still have that ability, but why would you ever want to go back there? Aren't you maxed? Yeah, well, it kinda seems like fun. Or, at least that's what someone told me. Your definition of fun couldn't be any more wrong. But, very well, if that's what you want. And with that conversation over, we could finally begin our 1 hour of mining rune essence. So, as I stated earlier, we are doing this on free-to-play, since this is typically what a free-to-play person would do for money, or at least maybe that's what they used to do. I don't know if this is still a popular method, but I was kind of hoping that we'd see some people in the mine. Now, since this is free-to-play, we're not bringing our Prospector's armor that gives us the mining XP boost, and we're not bringing the pouches in which we can store rune essence. Now, if for whatever reason you wanted to do this moneymaker on members, then I definitely advise bringing those, since it'll help with the mining XP, and of course you'll be able to store more rune essence before having to bank. I also mentioned earlier how we were mining rune essence and not pure essence. This is also because we are in free-to-play. Pure essence is actually cheaper, so it actually works out to our benefit here. And I gotta say, this is one of those other relaxing moneymakers that we've tried. It's very, very AFK. You come over here, you click on the giant pile of gray ice cream, or at least that's what it looks like to me, and you can AFK for a full inventory. So as far as effort goes, this is pretty much much low effort, as low as it gets. Now, as I was doing this, I was reminded of that one random event that would happen whenever you would teleport. Sometimes you would get lost in this space while trying to teleport, and you would have to pull these levers to get out of there, and then once you got out of there, you were rewarded with law runes, I think, and some other rewards. Can't really remember, but I always thought that was a pretty cool event, even though it was a little bit scary back then. Some other scary events from back in the day include the Evil Tree or Evil Spirit event. I remember that one. I lost many axe heads from that event. Not a fun time for a young child, but you know, we live and we learn. I'm just glad that it's not here in OSRS. Now, even though stuff like this isn't great money anymore, it's still nice being here. Just the nostalgia coming back. I remember coming here as a young lad and just mining these rocks for a good amount of time before I moved over to the yew trees, which then became my favorite, but some pretty good memories here. Many friends made here in the mines. And speaking of friends, it was nice to see some people protecting some of the lower levels here. I thought that was pretty neat. Or maybe it was just a bot account protecting other bots that are buying runes, but I'd rather think of it as a player helping another fellow player. And it also took me only about 30 minutes to find another person down here in the mines mining rune essence. So I guess you could say I had somewhat of a work buddy, a colleague if you will, while I was down here in the mines. Definitely made this moneymaker a bit more nostalgic for me. But yeah, as far as this moneymaker goes, it's fairly simple, very AFK. The only thing you really have to worry about is this guy right here, Solus. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. His ice barrage hits pretty hard. And on the off chance that some of you actually believe me there, don't worry, he is just from a quest. I believe it's the wanted quest. He won't pop out here while you're mining rune essence. That would be very unfortunate. Now, I've been thinking, what should we do after this? If this video gets a lot of positive feedback like the first one did, then I would definitely love to continue it and make a whole series out of this. And I feel like after this, we can either sell the rune essence that we get at the end of the video, or perhaps maybe use it to make air runes, make a little bit of extra money, who knows? I guess I'll leave it up to you guys. But with that being said, we are approaching the end of this 1 hour of an honest day's work. Gotta say, very nostalgic, very satisfying, just like milking the cow, but if I'm being honest, I kinda miss chocolate. So, after about 1 hour of mining rune essence, we managed to get 1038 rune essence for a total price check of 10,380 GP. So, yeah, this was actually less than the milking cow video that we did last time. So, yeah, I think you're better off just milking the cow. Although this was pretty AFK, but then again, so was the cow one. So, I guess if you want to mix it up, you can try mining over here, but yeah. And like I said before, I'm unsure of whether to sell them or to save them and make them into runes. I guess I'll let you guys decide in the comments what runes you'd like me to make with them. But yeah, that's 1 hour of mining rune essence. Now when you're working an honest job like this, sometimes it's not all about the money, it's also about the experience you get from the whole event. And we got quite a decent amount. 5,190 XP in the mining skill, to be exact. I just want to say thanks for checking out the video, and thanks to all the people who have decided to become channel members recently. Becoming a channel member is a great way to show some extra support, and if you want to, consider going to my page and hitting that join button. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and maybe even a subscription. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next episode.